The client advisor relationship in financial services is ultimately one of trust. And what we've seen is that a lot of that gets down to smaller things and actions that the advisors can take. One of them that's really important, frankly, is following up quickly and following up accurately with things. And that's where AI has been able to play a huge role. So as an example, if you're talking to a financial planner or advisor and you've asked them to move money between accounts maybe, or something like this, and you get a follow-up email from them a week later saying they're going to do it, and then it takes another week for them to go do it because they've put it into, let's say, their CRM system or something like that, and someone in the back office has done it. It's taken 2 weeks for you to see your money move that you want access to. And you compare that to someone where you get off a call with them, within an hour or two, you have a follow-up email, and within a day or two, those actions have been taken because all of the follow-up data has been put into the systems, that essentially are needed to take these actions. And the trust developed is huge. And frankly, trust is at some level the most critical thing, I think, for a client, because they're really, they're trusting an advisor or planner with their money. And that takes a lot of trust. And they're very often very busy people, and they don't want to follow up and have to remind people to get things done. They don't want to do any things. They just frankly want to see it happen. And I think all of us have been in these situations where when you go interact with a system, whether it's a company or, any of these things, and things happen as they say it's going to happen on time with the outcomes that you expect, you just naturally build more trust in that system. And I think financial planning is no different, right? The more you get the specifics back sooner, the more that you see these actions get taken as a client, it really just helps you build your trust. And also, if there is a miscommunication for any reason or a misunderstanding, it's caught a lot earlier, which is a lot better for the relationship. If there's a misunderstanding and you're not figuring that out for a month, it's very damaging. If you figure it out later that night, where I said something and I either meant something else or it was misunderstood, those things can get fixed and back on track pretty quickly. And so we see AI helping hugely across those, because we can now get the information from the conversations. It's listening to the actual conversation that's going on. It's not listening to what you think you heard or what someone else thought they heard, and from that because the data is there and it's set up in a way that's very easy to use with the workflows that financial teams have, frankly, everything accelerates and becomes more reliable with better data. And that ultimately builds trust.